Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by today. My Metro Manila dream turns into a nightmare. Y'all know over the last few weeks, I've been speaking of Manila glowingly. I've been on a pink cloud. I believe that pink cloud has burst. And I have to ask myself, is the honeymoon over? This is what I want to talk about today. But before I get started, I want to give a shout out to Ray and Peach, Richie, Rich, and Chang. We all went out Saturday night to the Okada Hotel and Casino here in Manila. And we had a good time, man. We was only together a couple of hours, but we really had fun. You know, Richie, Rich, and Chang are hilarious. They broke out dancing, and it's probably the funniest thing I've seen in a long, long time. Now, those two are crazy. I know they're over in Vietnam now, but if you've never been to the Okada, Okada Hotel and Casino, and you're here in Metro Manila, shame on you. It's a beautiful place. Y'all know I don't gamble anymore, but they've got a big casino in there. All kinds of just exotic shopping, people watching, restaurants. I'm going to put in this video the water show, similar to the Bellagio that we saw in Vegas. I want to say, 2006. But it all started when, Raymond said, hey, I want to take you out to dinner for your birthday, happy belated birthday. So I said, okay. Of course, y'all know we're staying here in Venice. And he said, the midpoint would be Mall of Asia. We'll meet you there. We'll pick you up and take you to the Okada Hotel. Well, the Okada Hotel is just right down the street from Mall. It probably would have been better to just meet them there. But anyway, we get to Grab, and the closer we get to Mall, the worse the traffic is. Until we're finally just right there at EDSA, and it was the worst traffic I've ever experienced in my life. I'm talking about bumper to bumper. It was standstill traffic, what they call parking lot traffic. And I said to myself, can I deal with this? Could I even deal with this for one time per month? Let alone, there's no telling, because we've been fortunate. We've been going the expressway at different times of the day and night. We've been traveling. We haven't run into the traffic, that Manila has that reputation for. But this was it, man. It was bad. I don't know what to call it, but it was so bad. I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. We had to get out of the Grab and walk to meet them. See, the little footage that I'm showing you is nothing. But what happened was we didn't know. See, this is graduation time. So they were having a graduation at Moore. Of course, it was the Independence Day weekend, and then the regular Moore traffic to begin with. I mean, it's a headache, man. I mean, my stress level was at 1,000. And I said to myself, man, I can't deal with this. Maybe I need to rethink my Metro Manila dream, but it's really not enough to stop me from spending time up here, because it's just so much to do. I can't believe that Okada Hotel and Casino is just right up the road. I mean, what was it, Merlin? 5 minutes away or something like that from Moore. It wasn't that far, was it? I had never been there before. But yeah, and something else I noticed about Metro Manila, which I've noticed this a long time ago. But of course, I haven't spent a whole lot of time up here. Is, people here in Metro Manila, they're not as warm as when you start going down south. Now, I'm not talking about all of Luzon. I'm talking about Metro Manila, man. This is a beast, man. People are stressed. Everybody's trying to make a living. You got people from all over the Philippines here. And a lot of people here, all they do is work. They don't have time to do nothing else. With the cost of living up here has to be the most expensive in all the Philippines. And the Philippines has that reputation of being an expensive place in Southeast Asia. I believe because of the influence of America. But it's a whole lot of reasons. But yeah, they're not as warm here. I mean, we had a situation. Well, where were we when that woman was had a bad attitude toward you? Where were we? At the bookstore. at the bookstore, the National Bookstore. But I've had several run-ins with the cashiers and different things like that. And it just seems like people are just coming and going. They're either going someplace or coming from someplace. So they don't have a whole lot of time to be nice. I could be wrong. Somebody put in the comments if, I just need to give it more time, but it's stressful up here, man. And like I said, the cost of living, I spend so much money on Grab. And I've got InDrive now, which is it saved me about 25%. But that's something you're going to have to work into your budget when you thinking about living in Metro Manila. See, I don't have to worry about that in San Carlos. But here, yeah, everything's more expensive. The stuff we bought like this, we like this Palmer's, this, lotion. Because I buy it in the States. It's double the price here, but in San Carlos City, it's about 395 pesos when they have it. But here we paid, 570 pesos for that same, that doesn't have something to do with the war. I don't know. Oil prices, which we got some good news today. The war is supposedly ending. Let's hope it does, okay? So we can get back to normal. But the traffic here, man, it put a damper, man, it rained on my parade, literally rained on my parade. And just for 1 second, man, I rethought, my dreams of living part-time up here. Because Maryland likes it. We like it. It's just so much to do. Everything is here. We were at the mall last night, just walking around. We went and, of course, eat dinner, and then we just walking around. And I was like, if we lived here, I'd probably be hanging out here at this mall from time to time. Drinking a coffee. They got a Starbucks over there. They got the coffee bean place over there. Several places to eat. But if you're a foreigner and you think about moving to the Philippines, I would start with Metro Manila. Metro Manila used to be 1A. Cebu was 1, Metro Manila was 1A. Then when I went to Angeles City, I put Angeles City 1, Cebu 1A, Manila 2. But after being here, this is my going on 3 weeks in the last month. So I've spent more time here this past month, these last 30 days, than I have in San Carlos City. I have to put Manila at number 1. The airport's here. Everything's here. It's so convenient. And that's what I really like about it. But the traffic, it's enough to make me pull the rest of my hair out. I don't have any hair. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. Should I rethink my strategy for moving up here? I don't know. We've been fortunate. We've never gotten caught in that traffic that one time. It was bad enough, though. If you've ever experienced that. You're just standing there. You hear the horns blowing, people cutting everybody off. I told you it was so bad that we had to get out of the Grab. Imagine that. In order to meet Raymond and Peach. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find it in your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. I've been on a pink cloud, man. And I believe it's burst. That traffic bursted, and I was about back down to earth. If you're going to live in Metro Manila, you're going to run into that traffic once or twice a month at least. But I believe as I settle down here, as we settle down, because it would be me and Maryland, not the kids, we wouldn't go too many places. We certainly wouldn't go to any places on the weekends, and certainly not more. If you're going to go to more, don't go there on the weekend. But that Okada really impressed me. This Venice Grand Canal Mall impresses me. And hell, I've been here all week. We're leaving in the morning to go back home. It still impresses me. People just come in. This is like a tourist attraction for the locals. You go in there right now, and the people just walking around taking pictures right there by that canal. But yeah, think long and hard about whether or not you want to deal with the traffic here, because it's about as bad as any traffic that you're going to have to see in your country, even LA, even Chicago.
Boots on the ground, Don't do nothing stupid. Give that man his flowers. A tribute through music. If I don't know nothing, I know one thing. When we help others,